Big brother, it's big brother, it's my brother, it's your brother, it's our brother, it's his brother, it's her brother, it's their brother. I'm past the gravy, bro.
What's up, guys? What's going on? It's Fast Gay Bro. It's Alex, Emma, and Allison tonight hanging out with you guys. We're recapping our Sunday episode, and we're also going to give you our Week 10 power rankings, which I realize today it's very easy because there's only 5 people left. So that's our top 5.
Easy peasy.
Pretty easy top 5. What's going on, Allison? How you doing?
You know.
Just hanging.
Living life.
Yeah.
Just hanging.
Just
Ooh.
I know,
Big.
that's my favorite.
Whoa.
Bean switching over from
Honor.
Rob has a podcast, like the Big Brother podcast, and he's over here. Fucking love you, Bean.
Love you, Bean.
Love you, Bean. Power
Love
ranking
it,
listeners
Bean.
right now. If we had to do a listener power ranking, Bean, number 1 right now. Number 1. No Chris or Pat. Chris is in town. Not to brag or anything, just got married yesterday. But Chris he's spending time with his family because he came in town and was literally with his family for 5 minutes, then did everything with us. So he's with his family, and then Pat.
Pat is sleepy on Sundays.
Well, the Packers.
Oh, the Packers are losing.
It was a tough day. So T's and P's to Pat. Emma with the immediate yawn. Yeah, we're pretty tired. This may be a quick one. Maybe a quick one, she said. Moving on, though. What'd you think of the episode tonight, Allison? And Emma?
I don't know. I think they left a lot out. I am glad that we saw more of the double eviction.
Yeah, it really showed us. That was all during commercial breaks, was it not?
Yeah, it had to have been.
I
So,
honestly,
Michael going in when everybody was having that conversation was wait. Okay.
seeing him missed in real time was interesting.
Yeah.
But
And
it just made you realize, they need to get that guy out. They already, we didn't need to see that to know that, but dude, watch what this guy's fucking doing. Get him out. And Monty being this is why, man.
Yeah. Well, and I didn't realize that Monty had just straight told him, sorry, bro. It's good.
Yeah.
Should have. There's no use in not, but and
what a baller of a player though. Just he used every trick you could possibly use. All right, no, dude, I don't have the votes. I don't have this. I don't have this. I'll go after this. I'll tell you all the secrets about Brittany. I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll do this.
And the girls don't take that
crushed it.
resume away from him.
yeah.
Crushed it.
And I like that they included that it was Turner that brought up the LGBT thing first.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
and that's on me.
yeah.
Hand up. I was wrong on that. I thought that was because we only heard a little bit of that when they came back from the commercial break.
You just heard them come back from commercial and him saying, "I'm disgusted with you putting up another LGBT person." And it was oh.
But the way the TV portrayed it at that point, just where they cut back in was was that what a weird last ditch effort to stay. Because it doesn't seem like that wasn't his character the whole season. He was sketchy, he was shady, he did that's Big Brother though. He did the Big Brother shit to stay in the fucking house. And them doing that was okay, makes more sense a little bit. It just also maybe Turner kind of sucked at that HOH. Just the fact that he wasn't immediately trying to just gun for Michael right off the bat. It was what you doing, bud?
Look.
It's the best move, but
what you
worse
doing?
Intentions.
Michael proved he's a true super. He did, and just respect points. Yeah, absolutely. And Michael,
should win the game. Should have won the game.
Michael's an all-time great Big Brother player. He will forever be in Big Brother lore as wow. Remember when that guy won all the comps and did?
Yeah,
this
I mean
and,
he's a record holder, and people are really upset about his exit. I thought it was funny. Funny. And
that was funny. I have one thing to say.
Tom Petty.
I thought it was funny.
It just showed that Thomas says it just showed that Turner wasn't going to have the balls without Monty telling him that Michael is out. Yeah, and I mean, we were kind of debating at this point, it's Turner or Monty that wins, right? And Monty number 1 right now, Come on.
I think yes, because like Turner has more wins than Monty, but Turner really does, and that was like a very highlighting thing that like it highlighted the fact of his game that Turner didn't do shit without people telling him what to do. He didn't do shit. He didn't take any moves without having like other people suggest it to him and being like, hey, like he wouldn't have gone after Amira. That was not him.
No,
that was not his idea. The only reason he did that was because the leftovers formed. Like,
honestly, this is such a perfect.
That he's done.
They've told him to get out Kyle.
From like we've had so many seasons. Like I'm not shitting the cookout or anything, but like just like it wasn't a super fun season last year.
Yeah,
it was cool. Like it was historic, but like it was kind of like we knew it was going to happen from the get go. After a while, like, oh, this is a dominant alliance. This is what it's going to do. Like there have been so many seasons where it just wasn't exciting. And this season of Big Brother, we've gotten a little bit of everything. There's been the drama. We had the house completely flipped with the leftovers and all that. You had a dominant all-time great player in Michael. And like, you get to see those things. And when you have somebody like a Michael, the Turners just kind of stick out and you're like, you're right. You didn't really do anything, but we're getting to see that kind of be exposed. We're seeing the layers of the onion kind of peeled back. And like where, you know, like you thought Turner was kind of up here at one point, like, yeah, dude, Turner's kind of, he's a fun guy. We like Turner's a cool dude.
I like him personally.
Just Big Brother wise, like, not the greatest. The greatest. And I think we're slowly getting to see that. And like this is gonna be such a fun end game. I've never been like we're at the final five. Like I haven't been this excited for a final five of Big Brother, maybe ever. Like just because I don't know where it's gonna go. There's so many possibilities for so many wins in HOH that could flip it around. Who knows what's gonna happen? And like, yeah, that kind of happens with these final five HOHs and vetoes and stuff like that. We'll get to the spoilers here in just a little bit, but like,
because the house has been.
I have no idea who's gonna win. I have no idea who's gonna win, and this is the first season since we've done this podcast, at least maybe since I started watching, which was season 16. Like that, I have no fucking idea what's gonna happen here. I could see a case for like I could see Alyssa somehow winning. I could see Brittany somehow winning. I don't think that's gonna happen, but like I could see an end scenario where they win out, they comp-beast this, and like we do have the ability to see like you are at the point where somebody could just comp-beast this shit and win Big Brother. And I am so excited for the end. I
would have disagreed last week that I don't think everybody had the opportunity to comp-beast their way through. But
it's just open. It's so open right now.
Yeah.
This is a plot like this is why we fucking did this podcast, and we've never got the opportunity to like get to this point where like I remember last year with the cookout and stuff, like again, historic, awesome that they did that. But like we were just like, I mean, so another episode and we know kind of who's staying. Like I guess we got final 6, so it's like, well. And they were like, well, the cookout's going to have to battle out. That's going to be so much fun. And they was like, not really. No. Not really. They kind of planned out who's getting to the end with that one.
Yeah. And there would be like one day of panic and like maybe stirring.
Like a half a day of panic.
Yeah. And then they would get back right on track. And you're like, oh, well, that was fun for 5 minutes.
I'm just like, I remember like not looking forward to doing the podcast and being real with you guys. Like I wasn't super stoked about doing the podcast each week because there's just kind of like, is this season almost over? Football just started. I want to watch football. I don't really care anymore. Like, let's go. And like, I'm like checking, like we got married yesterday and I was checking who won the veto. Like I was checking my phone to see who won the veto.
I was like, you guys see? It's Monty.
They did the scary person comp. I was like, oh, no way. The one that Jessica just sat down at and quit. And Tamar just quit on Celebrity Big Bro. Who people forget?
I don't think I watched.
Forget that people forget. Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. My brain's kind of broken from this week. I drank a lot this weekend, not to brag or anything, but Tamar quit pretty much in that comp and won Celebrity Big Brother. So Taylor, we did see that, and you did give us a little backstory. I don't necessarily think this is a spoiler.
I heard more about it.
Why don't you fill in? Because Allison in our group chat was kind of like, I was like fucking quitter, and then you like owned me immediately.
Yeah, well, no, because I was like, well, good, I'm glad she quit. No.
Why don't you fill us in? Because Taylor backs out of the competition, basically leaves. It was weird because I saw the lights on when she left, and it was like, did they make her sit there for 60 minutes? And just did she really do a Jessica where she sat there? And you like fill us in on that?
Yeah. So I think, the horror comp is in like every single season. Usually though, it's like a haunted thing, but this being crazy murderer really triggered Taylor because, and I didn't know this, so surprise new information. Not only was her friend murdered when she was a kid, it happened in front of her.
I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
Oh, poor girl.
So she
not the ideal comp.
Her friend get murdered when she was a kid. So like it being crazy, like there's a psycho killer you have to protect, you have to run. She straight panic attack. And like
I bet CBS is kicking themselves.
But there's no way they would have known that.
No, but the internet's probably all over them, and they're like, "How dare they? How dare they?"
But like historically, like we even talked about it a couple of weeks ago. That was one of my favorite comps was the scary, like it's the BB24 one where it was like the spooky one.
Get stuck in the thing, and
Scotty's like, or not Scotty, just Scott, right?
One thing I didn't know was like, was there like, I thought that was like, is this a movie promotion? Like, what is this? Because they had weird, what were the costumes? I didn't understand
it was
that.
Like weird 70s like 70s horror movie outfit.
Yeah.
It was like Scream with the phone at one point, and I was like,
I think they were just trying to make as many like horror movie references that they could have. And it was a good comp, but like, she was in a full panic attack. They turned the lights on so that she could walk out. They timed her out at 60 minutes because she walked. And then, I mean, she was not okay the rest of the night. She slept in the bathroom so that she could leave the lights on. She, I think, spent a lot of time in the DR with a therapist afterwards. And like, I feel like that that's not something you expect is going to like bring back like all of these memories of like
when you've had a trauma like that, I can't even imagine.
It's
easy to look out and be like, just come on, get over it. No, that's a lot. That's a lot to go through.
She from like before it started, she was like, I'm not good with scary movies or whatever. And then like, so like she's somebody who gets scared easily anyway, but then like it being like I said, normally it's a haunted thing. There's like, you've got to get the doll, it's possessed. And then like this one being like, oh, by the way, another murderer in your life. Haha.
Lock him out.
Yeah, like you've got to run. You've got to lock the doors. Like I can't imagine. But yeah, so that's why she quit the comp. I think it makes a whole lot of sense.
Absolutely. I wish they kind of would have included that context there, because I think a lot of people, the casual viewer, is just like, what the hell happened? Why did Taylor quit? This is stupid.
Yeah. Well,
like maybe have a DR quick little snippet and like I had experienced something very traumatic in my life.
Maybe you double trigger. You trigger someone at home.
But she had to have. There's definitely got to be DRs where she's talking about it.
I'm sure, but it's probably with the therapist, and they're not going to air those.
True. Great. Yeah. Great point.
But I mean, she was talking about it, like, I think when she calmed down, she was like talking about it in the house. And then Brittany, butthead, like said something like to the other people, like, oh, as soon as I saw it, I knew Taylor wouldn't have been able to do it. I was like, okay, bitch.
She's dead to us.
The optics. So hashtag cancel Brittany.
Dead to us. Oh, that's
awful. I mean, Brittany, I don't think anybody likes Brittany anywhere.
Well, we're hashtag canceling
Nobody likes Brittany.
Well, you just don't think the world likes me. I can't believe they don't like. I was so frustrated with Brittany, and I've been over Brittany, as documented on this show for a while now. But like, her sucking Michael off that whole time, where it was like, did you not just? He just fucking destroyed you to the whole rest of the house. They took my best friend as a game out, and it was like who also burned you on the way out, dude. Well, I have my friendship bracelet on. Shut the fuck up, Brittany. Shut the fuck up. Is it our Bean says, is it our business to know Taylor's trauma? Maybe she wanted to keep it private.
Yeah,
that's a great point.
I don't know why they didn't show it. I mean, she talked about
didn't sign the waiver.
Yeah.
God. No, I mean, again, like back to his previous comment though. It is not our business to know Taylor's trauma, but I do think that like it would have helped. Like, it does help knowing the backstory. Like when I was like just shitting on like, oh, fucking quit.
Yeah.
And then Allison just like wrecked me with like, yeah. Oh, by the way, BT Dub, she saw a murder of somebody that she was very.
When I said that, I didn't know that she had seen the kid murdered. But yeah, no, I think that it's going to be one of those things that like casuals aren't going to know. But yes, I think that's why it's getting me. It sounds like Goofy. Like,
gosh.
You're gonna throw in a gorsh.
Max.
Oh gosh.
It's my boy Max.
We want some soup.
The perfect cast.
We can make soup. You want to go to the Powerline concert?
That one was good.
Brittany needs to hashtag bring back. I don't ever want to see Jack.
Butterbeans.
Oh, look!
I can't stop thinking about that Butterbeans.
We did play that stand up.
Oh, did you?
Someone on the wedding playlist
on the dance floor last night asked me to do the perfect cast.
The perfect cast.
And I started to, but I couldn't remember.
Max.
Do those impossible moves.
I'm not gonna lie. Also, I didn't take one note today. Did not take
there
any
wasn't
notes
much
at all. It was a good episode. It was a good episode for a Sunday episode. And again, that comp, like, I'm sorry about everything Taylor's been through, but like, it was a very entertaining comp. Every single time that's on, like, I'm like, oh, it's a scary one. Let's go. Like, I saw that. I thought that was the comp on Friday. And it was like, fuck yeah, let's go. I'm so excited to watch this episode. And they edited it very well. And it's so exciting right now, just what the end is going, like what the end game is, how everybody's kind of trying to piece out the end game, and everybody's worked with everybody kind of at some point in the season. So like, I don't know. Are we rekindling the girls alliance? Are we doing this? Are we going to work with it? Like, I have no idea. It's such an exciting end game, the most exciting end game I can ever remember. Like, I don't, I mean, no idea where it's going.
Alyssa, she said in her DR, she was like, I feel like I've been looking for this lever for 10 minutes. She legitimately was. She finished first. She should have beat Monty, except she couldn't find the lever.
Oh, bummer. Oh,
yeah.
Brittany in the 9 seconds.
It's also funny because my brain keeps like breaking, being like, "Oh, they can't see anything; it's dark." And like, because we're watching it on the night vision cams, and I'm like, "Just God damn it, get it! Why are you grabbing that skull? Why are you grabbing that skull?"
Say they had to lock the doors, but one was a vent. How they?
Yeah,
I wouldn't have realized that.
Oh, I would have lost so bad. I've not done an escape room, but everybody that's like, "Oh, we failed the escape room," I was like, I would absolutely fail an escape room. Because I wouldn't be like, what about this like sprinkler head? Maybe I unscrew that and I type in this code. Like, I'd be like, where the fuck is the door? I don't know where this is. I would break all of that set. That set would be broken.
The board is probably close to the door.
I feel like I wouldn't do terrible in a black box comp because I'm so blind anyway that like I'm very used to feeling my way around and like making like I can get around a room. I've been practicing.
I'm just so happy that Brittany didn't win, though.
I mean, 9 seconds.
Yeah, it was great. Oh, great job, Leonard Fournette. Dallas losing. You hate to see it, guys. You hate to see the Cowboys losing. Nobody knows that. But just real shame that the Cowboys are losing right now. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's pretty much the episode. Like, the HOH, we see Monty wins it. He puts up Alyssa and Brittany as his two people on the block at this point, and it's just kind of like, where's this going? And we're like, the exciting part about this type of end game is just like, I don't know, like depending on the veto changes absolutely everything going forward at this point where you're like, okay, you only have this many votes. Yeah. Next week's is the veto basically decides it, right?
Yeah, veto's most powerful next week. Like the most powerful thing in the entire game. I did think of that too. Brittany lost by 9 seconds. Kyle won in 10. Yeah, Brittany lost in less time than it took Kyle to finish. Which normally wouldn't sound like an impossible feat.
Oh, God. That's...
What a season.
What a season.
What a season.
We had, you're right, a little bit of everything.
We're going to look back. Yeah, we got the weird sex part. Like, we had the Mormon dude. We had racism. We touched all things.
That's in every season. Come on.
Yeah, well, okay.
I mean, that's the Mormon part of it. But
you checked every box possible.
Whoa, wait, hold on. So
Box.
I just had a thought. When Kyle was talking about how like the Cookout 2.0, because they all have a purpose, and he included Indy in it because she would be the first Brazilian. Has there ever been a Mormon before? Or would he not be the same?
Oh, you're right. We should have used this as like he's groundbreaking right now, right? Wow.
So, but
how
then,
terrible are we?
His entire argument of like, oh, they've got something where they're going to be the first, and it's for something more. Like, he would have been the first.
That's true. Yeah. Hypocrite.
Yeah.
Muffin Man. Oh, we did get the Muffin Man. We had Muffin Gate. We had a lot of gates. Really.
A lot of gates.
There were a bunch of gates. There was Cider Gate. Like we didn't really get a lot of, but like.
Yeah.
Oh, remember that we had like a 2-week period where we just had gate after gate after gate.
It was even on Facebook. They do like the Big Brother fantasy game or whatever, and one of their questions was, "Will there be another gate this week?"
Oh, that should have been a bet.
And there was. Yes, the Mormon is not a race, but neither is Brazilian. Brazilian
she was included in the Cookout 2.0 because of that, though.
No, but like it's also not a race.
Right. I could get in that all the time.
Are there other ex-Mormons that were on Big Brother?
Yeah. Jeff and Jordan's Jeff seems like he could have been an ex-Mormon.
He could have been.
He really didn't like that Dumbledore was gay, so maybe.
Yeah, I remember that. That was problematic.
That broke my heart. It made me really hate him.
You know what I do miss, though? Like, talking about Jeff, just going off on another tangent. Not really a tangent, but just a thought. Is like, I miss, like, his commentary on when the feeds would be down. It wouldn't just be animals. Like, I liked when he would talk to the evicted house guests.
Yeah, Jeffish. That's what it was.
Jeffish, yeah.
It wasn't just fish, it was
Jokers would be like, we're at Jeffish right now. We got Jeffish again.
You know, there's a comp because it's Jeffish.
Yeah, I liked on All Stars, they showed us, like, clips from other seasons, like, that match the same comp.
Yeah, that was
cool.
I remember that. Like, that was like they did that for about 2 seasons where they did it. But you could tell like whoever was hired to do that like quit working there, and then they just like, we're not doing that. There's obviously a lot of work.
They put in a lot of effort, and I'm not doing that.
Like the spelling comp. We have to find all the letters and spell the word or whatever. Like they'd be like, oh, that's the comp that we did this week. So let's show the previous season's comps like that. And you're like, oh, okay. Like, because I remember like that kind of got me to do like a rewatch after a season one time because I was like, wait, who is that guy? Like, okay, let me watch this. I want to see who Nokomis is. Like, this is interesting. Like, it was cool. Like I don't know. I feel, and I get that. That was when you paid for feeds only, so it wasn't. You got Paramount Plus and this is free. Like, I get that. They're like, yeah, fuck you, dude. Like, you get literally go watch the Champions League. All right, that's on now, man. It's Tuesday. Chill out.
That's what you pick out of Paramount Plus. Not like the Brady Bunch.
It's exclusively on Paramount Plus.
You pick the Brady Bunch.
The fact that you could just watch the old shows.
I'm just saying, like exclusive other stuff.
On there. There's great things, not just new things.
Yeah. I like when they would do that because they would show the ones like where you would get like the big clips, like floaters grab a life vest.
Yeah.
And it would like show the feeds of where that happened, so then it wasn't just like, oh no, I've heard that quote. Like you like see it in the moment, which was good.
Yes.
It helped new people get it.
Right. It did. Like I learned a lot about like former players, and then you'd be like, I'd go Google like other people that had played. I was like, oh, that seems like a fun season.
Or like Janelle jangling give me the key, bitch, and then jangling it in somebody's face.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember who.
Yeah. I forgot about that. That was great.
Janelle.
That was great. But yeah, I don't know really what else to talk about from tonight's episode. I feel like we kind of ran through that. Monty HOH nominates Brittany and Alyssa, and that's about that for tonight's episode. We'll get to the spoilers because obviously we know the veto winner at this point. But if you don't want to know any spoilers, guys, thank you for tuning in. At Past Baby Bro is where you can go follow us on Twitter and Instagram, like our Facebook page. If you're listening to us, you can watch us right after each episode. Hop on the YouTube channel, search Past the Baby Bro, or just watch us on our Facebook page. You can join the conversation. It's a lot of fun. I appreciate everybody that is joining the conversation. If you're watching us, we would really appreciate it if you just hit that subscribe button, not only on our YouTube channel, but like also where you listen to podcasts. Just hit subscribe. You don't have to listen to the podcast. It helps us get those numbies up. And we appreciate that. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you don't want any spoilers, it's your time to tune out. We will talk to you guys after Wednesday's veto episode. But if you do want spoilers, hang tight. We're almost there.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
All right.
I don't know why that made me laugh. You saying hang tight, we're almost there, in your like raspy, almost losing your voice sounded so intense.
Yeah.
I'm also noticing how much she looks like a football coach.
I look like Coach Taylor. I look like Coach Taylor from Friday Night. Julie.
Hang tight.
Julie. All right. The Dillon Panthers.
Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose.
Clear eyes, full heart. What I say? Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. I'm driving my blue Explorer around town. I did own that exact car that Coach Taylor had, though.
Julie.
I drove that car. It was tight. Let's go to some just comments real quickly. Mostly Mundo laughing at me. And then Michael mentioned that Brittany was lying about her job. Oh, yeah. I mean, we kind of saw him say that. Didn't he say that in the speech when he kind of just basically burned her in every possible way you could?
I don't remember in the speech, but he said it. She's not this.
Like, he just. Why is Alex not a sports announcer or commentator? I mean, I do cover sports on the Rod Ryan show. That's kind of my job.
Yeah, but no, you would get too mad.
Not if it was if it was my team.
A sports show before the Rod Ryan show?
I got into radio by doing sports radio. I used to work Rockets and Astros games. And I called high school football games. I've done commentating on stuff before.
How could you compartmentalize it? Like if you had to commentate on the Cowboys?
I would just be a dick about everything. It's a real shame that Jack got sacked again.
That's why.
Also, if you had to call a Giants game, you would be very all right, and on this break, I'm going to kill myself.
What are you doing?
And now I'm drinking bleach.
And I'm going to leave because I'm going to go kill myself. Thanks, guys. Back to you in the booth.
No, we immediately turned it on. When we turned it on, you immediately were screaming. I was like, I'm going to go take a nap.
Yeah, I got very heated watching that game today, but they did come back. Shout out to
You've never gotten heated watching sports in your life. I don't know
first
where
day of marriage.
At least
no, he kept saying, this is the best weekend of my life. And if the Giants win, it'll be like the best.
It's true, though.
And
it's true.
Happened.
My two loves got it done.
And he's screaming at me. You're just
I'm
so
sorry.
excited.
I love you. I do love you. But yeah, my voice is fucked, though. Last night I was just screaming at everything, so that's on me. Hopefully it'll be back by Wednesday. Veto winner.
Yeah. Brittany.
The Brit.
She
got it
done.
I won the veto.
Which is really, it's incredible.
What was
shout
the
out to
contest?
Brittany because Michael's not there, so she actually had to do something on her own, and she did.
It was some puzzle thing where they had to put gears on something. Okay. I don't know entirely, but yeah, apparently Turner was set to win, but messed something up, and Brittany beat him by seconds. And Monty didn't get to compete in veto.
Why?
Because they did that thing. I don't think they've done it in I don't think they've done it in a really long time on BBUS. I think they've done it more recently in Canada, where they're like, all right, the veto comp starts in 2 minutes. You need to be outside. And he was 10 seconds late, so he did not compete.
No.
Yeah.
That's wild.
No.
Yeah.
I love that, though. They're sticklers for the rules.
Wow.
Bitch, we said 10 minutes.
What made them decide?
We said 10 minutes. You ain't.
I don't know. But yeah,
How are they gonna show that?
He said that he thought that he had time to put his contacts in and to pee, and he did not. And he was 10 seconds late, so he could not play in veto.
Yeah,
what if there was a nomination ceremony and you just didn't show up and they're like, can't get nominated?
If someone told me I had a set amount of time to put my contacts in, the pressure would be on and I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be like,
I mean, I don't even wear contacts anymore.
But he should put on his glasses, is what Bean says. But I don't know. What if it's a physical comp and your glasses come off?
My glasses.
Well, that's what I did notice, because everybody who wears glasses in the house brought contacts, because I think they are supposed to wear contacts during some competitions. But on Thursday, Michael was wearing his glasses during a physical comp, and he had one of those really cool things that like snaps, is like keeps his glasses on his face.
Nerd.
Turn him into Rec Specs.
And that's what I would have had to do because I can't wear contacts anymore.
Yeah, I would probably bring both, and you would definitely see me with
I cannot wear contacts, and I've never worn contacts, and I don't ever plan on wearing contacts because, like, I hate things near my eye, around my eye.
They're the worst.
I had a fear of eye drops forever.
Baby.
I was a little bitch about it, and then I got stabbed in the eye by my friend's hat one time. And
30th birthday. You fell apart.
I turned 30, and my friend, we were at a bar, and he was like talking to me, turned around, and his hat hit me like right in the eye, and and then everybody just made fun of me because I was like, my eye hurts, guys. Like, stop being a little bitch, dude. Put eye drops in. And then I was like, Emma, it's like swollen. It's swollen. This is really bad.
Yeah, the next morning we were hungover, and he was like, it still hurts. And like, because you were 30, I was like, well, we have to go to the doctor. We can't just pretend like.
And they're like, yeah, you have a
we're old enough. We gotta go
take care of you.
I had a very large corneal abrasion, and so I had to like put steroids in my eye for a week, and I had to wear glasses, and like I'm on the radio. Wear
sunglasses, like the solar block.
Oh, I think I have them over here.
Big old man glasses that go over glasses. Yeah. And he just felt so embarrassed. And then he wanted me to get him a cane, and I was like, "You don't need a cane."
I had to wear these for a whole week.
I mean,
like, you can't get them on the side. But I would double up on glasses. I had sunglasses. But like I work in a studio in the morning show where they have like those LED lights just shining down. So like I had to double up with the glasses, and then I also had to like just use my one eye that was good.
You should have an eye patch.
Yeah,
I wanted an eye patch, but apparently it's bad for bacteria. That's what the doctor said. Because I was like, "Can I get a patch?" And they're like, "No."
Probably because it was an abrasion on your eye.
You needed to breathe.
So, like, my sister just recently was diagnosed with MS and went blind in one eye, and yeah, that happened like a few months ago.
Oh no!
I know you went out because you had a treatment.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I went to Portland.
Yeah,
because she was getting a treatment. But while her like vision was like really, really gone, they gave her an eye patch because she couldn't. It was like too hard to like look out of one eye and not.
Dude, it like fucks up your eye. Like, I was so tired because your one eye. You don't realize that when you have to just use one eye though, like it's just exhausting on that eye. Like I hated watching TV. I watch TV 90% of my life is just watching TV. And I just want to sleep all day, every day. All I want to do is sleep. I don't want to watch anything. I don't want to look at things. Like I hated it so much.
Yeah. No, that is exactly what she said. And she was like, and like normally when I don't want to watch TV, I'll read, but I can't fucking read either. It's worse.
It like just hurts and you're just tired. Like you feel like you're physically tired just because your eye is tired from looking at stuff. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna just sit here like this all day. Like this isn't fun. I guess you could listen to Pastor Grady Bro. You could listen to Pastor Grady Bro. That's something that doesn't involve eyes. That's true. Unless you want to watch us, but you should watch us, but whatever. Imagine Jasmine getting hit in the eye. Sort of dude, she would die. She'd be dead.
She would have 2 eye patches.
Yes.
Dude, can you imagine? She'd be wearing the eye patch all season.
It would randomly switch eyes.
Yes.
She wouldn't need it anymore.
Or she's looking for something. She'd pull it up.
Like
when no one's in the room.
But so where I kind of got derailed myself in my story, but like I couldn't put eye drops in because my eye injury, that's what I call it, my eye injury. So they're like, yeah, you need to start putting eye drops in for it. It's just, keep it wet, keep it moist. And I didn't really listen to the doctor that first year. And so like about almost like a year to the day, I was asleep. I fell asleep on the couch and I woke up and it just like, it got stuck. Yeah, the inside of my eyelid got stuck where like the eye had healed and it just like ripped it back. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And they're like, were you using eye drops? And I was like, no.
How many eye drops do you have in your pocket right now?
I always take 2. I have these little vials because they don't go bad. But now I am an expert at putting eye drops in.
I'll see them in the elevator or in the
sometimes they come out like my key will catch them and sometimes they'll fall out.
On the bed. Easy never. Like, what's that?
It really changed your life.
It did.
And so we'll like lay on the couch to watch a show, like like the phrase "napetizer," where you take a nap before you go to bed. So
that's my favorite.
I'm always like, hey, you can't go to sleep. You got to take the dog out still, and blah blah blah. And then I'll see him start to put the eye drops in, and I'm like, you're going to sleep, and he's like, I'm not. I'm like, liar. You wouldn't do eye drops if you weren't going to bed.
I usually put them in during the day too, though.
I know, but you know that you need the lubricant when you close your eyes. So that's my first sign.
That's true.
Oh,
but like I have like this is like the biggest fear in my life is like that happens again because it sucks so bad and like your eyes like just swollen and everybody's like, what's wrong with you, fucking weirdo?
Yeah, eye injuries I think they've got a really big stigma. Like
it's a stigmatism.
I was gonna make
a little eye humor for everybody out there. Any optometrists in the audience? Hey. I would have killed as an optometrist for that.
Bean said he had to trash his meal because his eye stories are horrible. One time in high school, one of my friends, I don't know, some of my friends were fucking around and one of them ended up with a Capri Sun straw sticking out of his eyeball.
No. Too far. We have to change it. No. Oh, God, was it the stabby side?
Not doing that.
Yes.
No.
Oh,
and we were like, whoa.
No.
Not doing that.
No.
Yeah, we all freaked out.
Nope.
We all freaked out. He had to pull it out of his eye. And probably shouldn't have pulled it out of his eye.
Was he blind?
No, it was the white of his eye. Which was not white anymore. It turned very red.
Oh, God.
But that image is burned
nightmares
into my brain.
Everyone be careful. Just
protect your fucking eyes, guys. You only get two of them.
Wear safety goggles at all times.
I get it though, but like honestly, that's why it's like I would never do contacts because you can fuck it up. You can poke your own eye. Like glasses, it's like built-in protection, pretty much.
And that's how we full circle that back to contacts.
Back to contacts, which is why Monty didn't play in the video.
I used to wear contacts all the time. I would never wear my glasses, and then turns out I I always thought it was weird. I just like didn't cry a lot, but turns out I don't make enough tears.
Whoa.
Yeah. So my contact.
Bean says he will now never eat another meal. I cannot make next sentence stream. But dude, just think about the weight though. Think you're gonna be so skinny, bro. You'd be so skinny, huh?
You'll be fine. You'll be able to eat. You just won't ever drink a Capri Sun again.
I will never have a Capri Sun.
Dude, no, Allison looks so innocent, but she has. Dude, Allison is like just like a wealth of like crazy stories. Like she's like, actually, you know what? I did see this. Wait, what? I watched a guy get mugged in broad daylight. Like, tell me about that.
I do look innocent, and that's why I got away with so much.
My friend was watching the Thursday stream, and he was like, your friend Allison looks like a perfect teacher. Like, she looks exactly like a teacher. Like, you're like, she's trustable. Like, I want, like, she seems like you believe her. She's going to teach you shit. And then, boom. Like, you got all this other shit. You're like, I've seen some shit.
Yeah, you see her in real life, and you're like, oh, she's different.
I have seen some shit. Like, when the first time, like, I remember in high school seeing a teacher at the bar Baker Street by our high school. I was like, you drink alcohol?
Oh,
so,
yeah.
They have lives outside of fucking school, idiot. But it's like, what are you doing at the grocery store? You live at school, right?
The number of times that, like, senior year of college when I was doing my, like, student teaching and I would be at a party and, like, my friends would always look over at me and be like, it's weird that I'm playing beer pong with a teacher. And I was like, I mean, fair, but
Don't take it easy on me.
It is funny because, like, when you're growing up, though,
I'm not playing anymore because you suck and you're out.
Yeah.
When you're growing up, you're just like, no, teachers are this. They do this exact thing. All they do is teach and learn and teach it to people. And then you're like, I'm friends with teachers that are alcoholics. So like, okay, cool.
Tell my kids that inside of my cabinet, there's a Murphy bed that just falls down because it's my life.
I just live in this is my room. I live here.
And then when I run into them, depending on the kid.
Don't, Ashley.
No, I've done that.
I don't want to even think about it.
Nope.
I'm not going to do it.
No, I don't.
Nope.
We can't
I'm not going to talk about it, but I have done that.
People wonder why teachers drink so much. It's because the fucking kids are the worst.
Well, they're parents. But when I run into kids in public, I like to just look at them from afar and like wave, and they're always like, ah! And like I had a kid run away from me, and I was like, "This is great."
Shouldn't you be at school? No, it's a Saturday, idiot.
Well, I have always intentionally not taught in the same city that I live in. because, or like the same district that I live in, because there's no guarantee that I'm wearing a bra to the grocery store. And I don't want to run into a kid in that moment.
You can be like the hot teacher then, like that'll be a core memory.
I don't want
I remember I saw my teacher's boobs, right?
I hate that idea. Do not want that. But like,
you want to be a core memory?
I only like I'll run into kids when I'm at like the Walmart by school or something because I'm grabbing something for school, and I'll see kids like there's this one time I saw a kid and his older brother by like the produce, and I was with one of my like coworkers, and we just like tapped each other and we're like, hey, and they were both like ran. But they ran to their mom. So we followed and we were like, hey, it's so good to see you. And they're like, no. Don't talk
to us. It's so funny.
It's I love it. Anyway.
I don't know where else we're going with Big Brother talk, but like I'm enjoying this conversation. This feels more like just like a podcast. Let's get into the power rankings. Y'all want to do some power rankings? That'll be pretty easy since there's only 5 people left. Our week 10 power rankings.
Is it easy?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to rank them really, and so it'll be interesting to see how much we agree and how much we disagree.
I know where, like, who's in the 5, but
where to put them?
You don't have to leave anybody out at least.
Yeah, but like since the veto comp, this is so like Brittany is on the block, 1 veto. She's coming down. Monty, after all of this, is going to nominate Taylor because he doesn't want to nominate Turner. He doesn't trust that they'll keep Turner. And even though he also recognizes that he can't win next to Turner because Turner has a better like comp record than him. So like he doesn't actually want him to go, but he doesn't want to get rid of Turner now. So like it's this weird thing of like nobody trusts Brittany, but he's risking Taylor, who he says is like his final 2. So like to protect her. It's a weird fucking thing. During the episode, Brittany and Monty were having it out. They were like full arguing.
I mean, I could see that, why he wouldn't want to do that. But that makes me feel like Monty is just as bad as Turner at being HOH.
Oh, he is. He absolutely is.
Okay, Allison, why don't you start us off, though? Why don't you start us off with your power ranking?
Number 5, I have Alyssa. She is going this week.
She's got to be, right?
She's going this week.
Like, they're just trying to find who's going to sit next to her to not go home, basically.
Yeah. And it's down to Turner or Taylor. Brittany's not going to vote Taylor out. So
yeah, so Alyssa 5.
And if Turner votes to save Alyssa, Monty's going to break the tie. He doesn't want Alyssa in the house. So Alyssa's gone this week. She's number 5. Number 4, I have Brittany because the only reason why she's safe is because she won veto.
Right.
I think Taylor, at this point, Taylor has a final 2 or a final 3 with everybody, and except for Turner, potentially, they're like, she is in what everybody else considers their ideal final 3. But
Bean wants to know, why wouldn't Brittany and Turner evict Taylor?
Turner would. Turner has already tried to get Monty to say like, oh, well, Taylor's won more comps than Alyssa. Alyssa's worse at comps, so we should keep her. But Monty's not going to do that. And Brittany has been working with Taylor longer. I think she and Taylor have a better trust. Even though I think Brittany only has the chance of winning against Alyssa. So like,
I really think it's interesting because like we're at the point where you need the GOAT. You need to bring the GOAT with you. And it's like, why get rid of Alyssa? Just you should take out the bigger threat. And like, just like Alyssa's not, I mean, we did talk about the winning, so never mind. I'm talking myself out of it because like Alyssa has 4 votes in the jury house right now.
Yeah. So like,
not based off of merit, but just based off of like who she was tight with.
Like loyalty.
I think like Taylor's close to that because she hasn't really done, I mean, she had an HOH and I think maybe a veto.
I can see Taylor winning in so many instances.
Just because she's
likable. I can see Taylor winning.
I don't really think Taylor deserves to win at this point, but like I can see her winning.
Because people just like her.
I think that, and I say the same thing about Paul losing, I think that if you win, you deserve to win. Because you have, and whether it's, even if it's just jury management, that is still a strategy.
You're right. Yeah.
No, I get it.
But my opinion is,
but they still should have voted for. They voted wrong. Okay.
Well, I mean, and that's fair. I don't think that
Paul outgames Josh.
But
Paul outgames Josh. They were just petty.
Yeah. So anyway, Alyssa 5, Brittany 4. I've got Taylor at 3, even though she is in. I like everybody has her as like somebody in their final 3. Turner is just not going up this week. He's just not going to. So I got Turner at 2 and then Monty at 1, but I think that's very easily changeable.
No, I missed them. What'd you say?
Turner and Monty.
Just read the comments. Turner and Monty.
So Monty 1, Turner, Taylor.
Yeah, Monty, Turner, Taylor, Brittany, Alyssa. Yeah, I think that it's really
Turner,
changeable
Taylor.
Depending on what happens.
96.
I'll go next. Yeah. I have Alyssa. I have Alyssa at 5.
Yeah.
I've got Alyssa at 5 just because, she's going home this week.
Yeah.
Doesn't do great in the power rankings. At 4, I have Brittany because I got my veto win. I won the veto for my. Gosh.
Michael's my best friend.
Yeah, Brittany at 4. I have Turner at 3, and it's really just like I'm just pissed off at how he handled his HOH. Really, like he didn't have any balls to do that. And I think that like if you're sitting next to Turner, like he's a very likable guy, but you can argue like he literally did nothing, and he was very easily like his HOHs were not his HOHs, no matter what. The entire season was one an HOH. And so I think you can burn him in a final 2. Like, I wouldn't want to go to a final 2 with Turner because of the risk of, like, Turner's very likable. People might vote for Turner because of that. But, like, just be like, he did nothing. Like, yes, he's got a mask on. Like, he wore this mask that we were like, he wore the Dan Giesling mask, right? Like, you're like, oh, he's a great player. He's a likable dude. Awesome, cool. But, like, when it comes down to it, so-and-so told him to do this, he did this. So-and-so told him to do this, he did this. Monty is the only reason that Michael is out. Monty winning the veto and having to tell him, like, we have to go after him.
Taylor is the reason Michael is out. Monty and Turner were both down with the gentleman's agreement.
But Monty won the veto, which is the only reason that he forced his hand because he had to make a decision.
Actions speak louder than words.
He wasn't gonna do it if it weren't for her. God be no.
That's fair.
So I have Turner at 3. I'm being a little Tom Petty because of it, just because like I feel like he hasn't done anything. And I think you can argue that. Taylor is my number 2 because I don't know, she's sneaky and it seems like everybody loves her. And like, she has final 2s with so many people left in the game at this point. Like I can see her getting to the end with that. So Taylor's my number 2. Number 1 is Monty because I think it's Monty's game to lose at this point. Monty's got to keep winning, but it's Monty's game to lose. I think it's really hard to argue against Monty in a final 2 at this point. With everybody else next to him, I think Monty's like, he's not got the greatest like comp resume, but I think his social game has been.
Argument though, and like I have him at 1 too, but like I mean Turner can say like behind Michael he had the most wins, but like Monty, what can he claim because his HOH is. Like, he is the veto that is the reason why Michael was evicted. But, like, I don't even remember
I think you play that card up.
HOH. And, a fact, even though there were so many targets at some point, Monty never nominated a male. Not initially, not during eviction night. Turner is the only one who has not been on the block on Thursday.
Nicole went out on Monty's HOH.
Oh yeah, that wasn't him.
But I think it's the illusion of Monty. Like you just think he's this great competitor.
But he
was
also
not done anything.
Yeah. So it's the illusion. And that's probably because I also have my number 1.
But that's one of the great things.
Better illusionist than Turner.
I think it's because Turner, keeps pulling himself down. And it's not because Monty's thriving. It's because Turner is falling.
But that's kind of like what the great thing about the end game we're getting ready to see here is because like it really is going to depend on I think the final two speech at this point. Like unless Alyssa is sitting next to somebody, and even at that point, I don't know. Like even if Alyssa, who seems like the easy goat to just like I'll beat her, it's fine. It's like I don't know. I think she's got built-in votes already. She doesn't deserve those votes, but I think she's got built-in votes. And like I think for the first time in me watching Big Brother live, I think we're going to have like the speech at the end is going to possibly decide who wins because it's going to come down to like the argument that Monty Turner to me is like my dream scenario as the final two in this, just because like I think that like
they've done nothing. Neither of them. I mean, granted,
right? I mean, Taylor also like Monty Turner. Taylor
done anything. Nobody has.
I'm going to be sad if Brittany's sitting in final two. I'm going to be sad if Alyssa's sitting in final two. Because I don't want them to win. Taylor, Turner, Monty, I think all like those are they put those three like that. One of them's going to win to me. And I think that like if you have Brittany, or if you have Monty and Taylor, if you have Monty and Turner, if you have Turner and Taylor, like any combination of those three, like it's going to come down to that final two speech. And I'm really excited about that.
Yeah. Turner's going to
finale night's going to be so good because of that. Like I get you had the Paul not winning, which was exciting. And like it shook shit up. Like you know, like it was different. It was unexpected, but like a lot of times the final two speech doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Most times.
They rushed through it.
Holly. Nobody cared what the speech was.
No.
What's weird is like, I love Survivor too. I think Survivor is probably a better game than Big Brother. But like we don't get live feeds and like Big Brother's more fun to cover because you get to see what they didn't show and what they did show and stuff like that. But like I think Survivor does such a great job at the end game. And I always get so mad at Big Brother because it's like we just watched 3 months of this show and you expect them to get 5 seconds to be like, here's why. Like Survivor lets everybody ask questions. Survivor lets all of this go. Like you should have like a type of it's not live, but like they should do some shit where we get like the full. Like they get to talk to like I don't know. I feel like shit's rushed so fast in the finale of Big Brother.
Asks a question,
but a lot of them are the exact same questions from previous years.
That's because they don't write them.
What did you do that makes you feel like you should win?
What makes you deserve to win over the person sitting next to you? The way they say the person sitting next to you, you know, it's
Well, to be fair, they don't know who it's going to be. They only know who the final 3 is. So like,
but if I were asking and I didn't have to read from a card, I'd be like over so and so.
Yeah, I like just Survivor's Endgame is so much.
I agree. Well done, I really like Survivor Endgame.
What if Big Brother like you got to the final 3 and they made you build fire? Like you had to do a fire. Like, why? What does this have to do with?
Okay.
We're fucking doing fire, bitches. Like Jeff Probst comes out to host the last thing. He's like, by the way, bitches, are you ready? Bring it in, guys.
Think that one of the things that I really like about Survivor 2 is that they can still like at Tribal, they can get up and change plans.
That's true.
And like they can have like those tribals are so fun to watch. But these like on Big Brother, they're like absolutely sitting in silence basically during the live show, just on the couches.
True. Hold on. Bean says, Alex, you're forgetting about the jury roundtable debates with Dr. Will. They didn't do that last year, did they?
I don't remember it
because of COVID.
Yeah,
they just had like didn't they just sit? I don't know. I always thought Dr. Will did a great job doing that. But a lot of times it feels like they're just like not.
I think a lot of times they had that just so that the jury members wouldn't be bitter and they would look at the game.
Yeah,
because Dr. Will was great about being like, did you think about maybe not being a little bitch and thinking about it this way? And like, I like,
he definitely outplayed you because you're here.
Yeah.
Right. Remember though, like we did get like so many great moments where it's like I was the puppet master. I was like we got Raven just like wait, and I remember like Will's face being like
in her face.
Oh, but it was Matt said it too at that round table. Like Raven went in saying that when she got out during the double, but like, and Elena laughed in her face, but during the round table, and both her and Matt were like, "No, it was us." Still,
we knew everything.
So I got Taylor at my number 2, and then I got Monty at 1. So it's Monty, Taylor, Turner, Brittany, Alyssa are my 5.
Mm-hmm.
Emma, do you want to go?
Mine are the same as Allison's. I got Alyssa, Brittany, Taylor, Turner, Monty.
Yeah,
I kind of think that that's going to be the order. But like I was thinking about my power rankings and silently thinking about Survivor, and then you brought up Survivor.
That started, right?
No.
Didn't they just do the first episode of it like Thursday?
Isn't it a Wednesday?
Or it's either this Thursday or
I think it's a
you're right.
Thursday
Fuck,
show.
maybe Wednesday.
It might be Wednesday.
I don't think they. I could have missed it.
It's so weird because like we watch Big Brother because we do. Yeah, that might be it. But we watch Big Brother because we got to do the podcast, so you have to watch it live. Like I love about Survivor is that like we just pick a day like on like a Thursday night or a Friday after Big Brother's over. Like, do you want to watch Survivor? And like we
missed a whole season.
We fucked up on like not the most recent season, but the season that Erica won. We like didn't watch any of that, and then like the week before the most recent season aired, we just binged it all, and it was like, this is so great. I love this so much. We didn't like do any spoilers. I hadn't paid attention to any of that shit, and it was like, dude, this is such a great season. I can't believe Xander didn't fucking win.
Yeah. No, I think that Survivor is really good about making sure that their seasons are. I mean, unless it's the Cagayan when they like fully ran everything and then it wasn't fun. I don't remember what season that was, but
the last two seasons of Survivor were really good though. Just the changes they made because it is such a similar game in so many seasons, and I'm very interested to see how they handle it now that like people know the tricks and all that stuff. But it was cool like seeing the element of change and seeing two seasons of it.
Time. Yeah.
Like I think Survivor is just. They do such a good job trying new things. I think Big Brother acts like they try to do new things, but a lot of Big Brother trying new stuff is just like, we're going to put another hat on something that we've already done. We've already done this, and let's just show you. Let's do this again. It's like we've already done the Den of Temptation. Like that's like we'll call it something else. It's the casino or some shit like that. You're like, no, it's an app store. Go to the app store. You're like, no, we've already done this bit, guys. Come on. Survivor. I mean, the element of an immunity idol, you can't do that in Big Brother, but like, it's cool. I don't know. There's just so many things you can do with Survivor, and it's when you're in a house.
What if they did? Wait, who was it? There was someone. Daniel was looking in like the plants in the house for like an immunity idol, and I was like, it would be kind of cool.
But they do give you like powers too, where like you can be like actually. Like when they gave Paul that one where like Cody nominated him, it's like, actually, bitch, you can't fucking nominate me.
Oh yeah, what was
like,
it?
I like that shit.
Yeah, I mean, people still quote the stupid poem Jessica had to say. It was like something dies, this rises, or something, and people still quote that on Twitter all the time. Just new phrases.
That pretty much wraps it up. I think Emma's dying. Emma, are you dying? I have to like you do sickness and death and health and all that shit now.
No.
Legally.
Now.
To do all of that. Well, I'm legally required to. I would have done it anyways, but now the law has me doing that.
I don't know if that's actually true, but yeah. I think this season's going to be good because it's going to come down to Monty Turner Taylor, and I think that any one of the three of them could win depending on how they argue. It's just going to be like what points they think they've made.
I think we should all just take a moment to just appreciate this season.
Yeah.
How it's going.
For sure.
Because I feel like we're going to look back at like, this is fucking not last season. God damn it. Like, I think it's very possible that we're not going to get this next week or next year, you know? And we're going to be like, remember season 24 when this happened? Like, so much shit happened. It checked all the boxes for a full season. Like, I think that like we're like the people that are bitching about this season. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't understand. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. This is
about it.
I mean, they bitch about everything anyways.
Yeah,
they bitch about everything. But it's like you're being very petty, very Tom Petty about fucking little shit that you want to be mad about. You know, like I think this has been an awesome season.
It's been a really good season. Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to have a season this good. Like this is the beginning of every year. As somebody that hosts a fucking Big Brother podcast, like you want it to be interesting, and we got all of that. We got so many little talking points. Like if you had a little montage of all the great points of the season, it would be a very long montage of shit. If you had the montage of the cookout, it would be the creation of the cookout. It would be them getting their friends out, their +1 out, and then that's basically it. Like, cool. It could have been 2 seconds. Like, when you look back at the season, you're going to be like this. Like, now you're like, well, what about this? What about this? Remember that? Ooh, remember when this happened? Like, we're going to have so many things from this season that I feel like it's just going to be a letdown next year. Like, no matter what, we're like, God damn it, season 24 was so much better.
Don't be so pessimistic.
I am. But I'm saying appreciate the now.
Bring Michael
appreciate the moment that we are watching in Big Brother right now. As fans of the show, like, this is what we wished for. We're getting it. Yeah. We're getting all of that, and we may never get this for a while, you know? So take a moment, sit back, be grateful of what we're getting. Or ever again? I don't know. I'd like to think we will.
Never for a while.
For a bit. So yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm just very happy with the way this season's gone. Yeah. I don't know who's gonna win. And that's the most exciting part of this game right now. So just shout out to season 24 right now. Shout out to season 24. Ooh. It's awesome. Finale night's 2 weeks away.
I know.
We're fucking almost there, guys.
If Taylor does
we get our Wednesdays and Sunday nights back and our Thursday nights back, and then how about that? If Taylor does win, who do you think gets America's favorite player?
Michael.
Can't America's favorite player be the winner now? I thought that they got rid of that.
I don't know if they can.
I don't see how Taylor doesn't win America's favorite player.
They might just give it to her.
Joseph might. Is it Joseph or Michael?
I'll say Joseph or Michael.
I would say Joseph over Michael because people are very pissed at Michael still.
Are the casuals?
Yeah, because the way that it was edited on the episode made it seem like Michael was fully just saying the Kyle stuff as a game move, which he was at that time. But yeah, I think that casuals aren't huge fans of Michael in the moment. Also, the casuals are the ones that are like, ugh, what a baby. He left so childishly.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Right. Claire at Big Blue Podcast. I know it's Mike Fish. Shout out to Claire at Big Blue Podcast every Tuesday. We cover the Giants and West Ham United. But Mike says, isn't Brittany a hypnotist? Does that mean Mike doesn't really watch the show? So I appreciate him watching us. Doesn't that mean she has an unfair advantage? Brittany kind of sucks at what she does.
She hypnotized Alyssa out of her back pain that once.
Which is real. Alyssa's also kind of dumb to me. So, I don't know.
Her magical tool was gloves.
Interesting.
But yeah, Brittany basically has just ridden somebody else's coattails, and that guy just got sent home Thursday. So it's kind of like she did win veto. So it's interesting to see where she's going to go going forward without somebody just telling her exactly what to do every single week.
What if she wins out all of a sudden?
Then you got to give it to her. Earn it. But that's the beauty of it. Like, Alyssa could earn it. Brittany could earn it theoretically.
I know. But if she could you imagine? Nobody's going to want to vote for her. The jury can't.
How do you not vote for her if she just wins out? How do you not vote for her? When she had her back against the wall, she won.
You all thought that I was just following Michael around doing his bidding, but I was just letting him take the heat because as soon as he's gone, boom, boom, boom.
That's a great argument.
But is she actually going to win out? I don't know. And Alyssa was so close to winning. What?
Because that is a great argument. They'll be like, I was the next one out. Like, you guys didn't want me here, and I won. And then you didn't want me here, and I won. And then I won veto. And then I won.
It's a great story.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard argument. Pretty hard argument.
They haven't done a days comp yet. Taylor and Brittany are the only ones actively studying days.
And that's usually next week or the week after.
It's not going to be part of finals.
The one where you got to tap on the thing and find whatever the day is.
Or throw the ball, will the ball to a day.
Yeah. It's going to be something like that. And it's not going to be in the final three.
I want to say that's always the one where veto decides it all. So that's next week's. Absolutely.
Yeah. And Taylor Brittany's been studying too, but I don't know if she's really got it. It's Taylor might have that one. Monty has not been studying. Turner, he has. He says he's a super fan, so he should know that he should. But I don't know if he has been. So then, Taylor could win.
I remember watching the live feeds, and Monty was talking to Michael a while back, and Michael was like, "Well, that was day this, so and so did this," and Monty's like, "Wow, you really know that stuff." And I was like, "Why would Michael say that? Vote him out now. Get him out." But like Monty's like, yeah, I don't know any of these days, and I don't know if Monty was maybe trying to like pretend he didn't know, but like Monty just seemed pretty clueless. Because he was trying to remember who went on whose HOH at one point, and like he had no idea.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, Taylor's been keeping track on her on top of her dresser using Q-tips and making like Roman numerals of the days.
Whoa.
Didn't know you could do that.
I don't think you're supposed to, but
is Taylor cheating? Is she bad for Big Brother? Time to ask.
No. No, I think that's like a thing that people have done before, but like it really is like, I mean, Brittany could definitely win the days comp. I'm sure she knows it them better than Taylor at this point, but like Taylor's been counting like the tiles in the bathroom because they ask those
sometimes
questions
they will.
about
how many potted plants are there in the house?
That's true.
Yeah. How many different airplanes are in the HOH room? How many different kinds of maps are in the HOH room?
Yeah, Beans point. We kind of talked about this like last week too.
Yeah.
Like Alyssa has a bunch of built-in votes where it's Kyle, Terrence, Jasmine, and Indy. It's like you do only need 5 in a 9-person jury. She's 1 vote away from swinging somebody. I don't know how you swing somebody to Alyssa's side if she doesn't keep winning comps. Like if she doesn't win out, like it's going to be hard.
She should get it.
Exactly.
Which seems
somebody in the chat. Did Dak Prescott just get hurt? I'm sorry that derailed it. But
are you asking somebody in the chat
if anybody in the chat is watching the watching the Cowboys game? I'm asking the chat. If anybody is watching the Cowboys-Bucks game, did something happen to Dak? Yeah, he's running off the field.
So it's not that bad.
You hate to see it, Dallas.
I mean, he can move.
To see it.
They kept zooming in on his hand.
Yeah.
Is Dak soft?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
I live here and I don't care.
He did just get sacked. Well, he's used to that. That's what I like about you, that you don't like the Cowboys.
Yeah.
It's one of our bonds as friends.
Yeah, I live in like really close to Rangers territory, and I still am Astros all the way. Man.
Are they really Rangers fans though?
Yes.
When they're not good?
Yes.
I think a lot of people up here are. Yes, there's an annoying amount of Fairweather fans, but there are some people that are like diehard.
Same with the Astros too. Astros are that way too. A lot of Astros fans didn't exist until they won a World Series.
You almost said Super Bowl.
I almost did, yeah. I'm got football in my mind right now.
It's the most wonderful time of the year for you.
Maybe Brittany can hypnotize Dak's hand.
But yeah.
But yeah, I think that pretty much wrapped it up. I'm sorry I'm talking football on this. It's week 1 of the NFL, okay? Excuse me, all right? Sue me.
How dare you?
Y'all are watching our show. We were talking about things, okay? Talking about things. It happens. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. I thought we were going to have a short podcast today. I really did. And maybe I never take notes again because I didn't need to look at them. So
yeah, there was
maybe I'm overdoing it. But thank you guys for tuning in. I like that my favorite part about like some of the Sunday ones, and just honestly in general, is this podcast that goes off like we had an eye discussion for 5 minutes, like just about,
do you want me to bring that image back up for y'all?
Yeah, now I'm seeing the Capri Sun straw again.
I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, they're watering.
But like, what was the Thursday? What derailed us on Thursday? We had a weird episode at the end on Thursday. It was like, what are we talking about?
It was teacher stuff, I think.
Yeah, it derailed us too.
I talked about teacher stuff today too. I don't know why.
I don't know. I mean, I think I'm not bragging about us, but I think a lot of Big Brother podcasts, like they do just talk about Big Brother. Like that is absolutely why you listen to those podcasts, because like they're good at that. But like I like that we just go on weird tangents. Sometimes it's fun to have a little other shit besides Big Brother. But I appreciate everybody that's watching or listening to us. If you're listening, make sure to hit that subscribe on the YouTube channel. You can watch us as well. You can join the conversation. I really appreciate everybody giving us their time. Like we do spend a lot of hours each week watching this show, talking about this show, texting back and forth in our group. A lot of our lives for 3 months is just Big Brother. And I really appreciate those of you that are giving us your time, that are spending your Sunday nights watching us. It means the world. And thanks for being there, gang. Thanks for being there, bro gang. We will talk to you guys on Wednesday. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Emma is at Little EM Tweets. Allison is at Affable Allison. We are Past the Gravy Bro on Twitter and Instagram. You guys are the best. Have a great week. We'll talk to y'all on Wednesday. Until then, Past the Gravy. Bros.
Big brother, it's big brother. It's my brother, it's your brother, it's our brother. It's his brother, it's her brother, it's their brother. On past the gravy, bro.